Let me know if you've ever used a business coach, and let me know what kind of business you have. I think let's first figure out, how do you know if you need a business coach? How do you know if you're ready? So I have a lot of calls with people who just want to know more about business coaching. What is it? What does it look like? Are there guaranteed results? How do I know that you're the right business coach for me? All of that. And if you are new to me and just tuning in, or if this is the first video you're ever watching, I am Rhonda. I'm the creator and founder of Manifest Success Company. Manifest Success Company is a community organization that focuses on Black women entrepreneurs, supporting Black women-owned businesses, Black women-founded businesses through modeling. So we have our own successful Black-owned business. We do business coaching, and we have co-working space as well. Jamie says she has not worked with a business coach yet one-on-one, but she has done different challenges and bought different content bundles who specialize in Instagram marketing. So I love that you said that, because that is a big piece of what I'm going to touch on in a little bit. But you have to know where your area of growth is in order to choose the right business coach for you. So I'm a person that believes, like therapy, you should always have a business coach. So business coaching is like therapy for your business. It's a way that we fine-tune ourselves to always be growing, learning, reevaluating, evaluating, figuring out what needs to change, what needs to improve, where we can just tweak things to make them different and really grow and strengthen our businesses, right? And so that's essentially what therapy does for us as individuals, is the same thing that a business coach does for our business. And so when I say that we should have a business coach through the entire lifespan of our business, what I mean is you're going to have different challenges. You're going to have different things that you're facing. And so for Jamie, in that moment, she wanted to help herself to improve her Instagram marketing, right? And so she found a coach that was able to know Instagram marketing like the back of her hand. And instead of spending weeks and months and maybe even years playing around with her Instagram content and her Instagram followers, what time of day should I post, she went straight to the source. She went to an expert that knew exactly what needed to be done to make her Instagram a successful space for marketing her business, right? So the first question that I wrote down to ask you guys is, do I need a business coach? I'm biased. I am a business coach. I say yes, everyone needs a business coach. I have a business coach that helps me with higher level things. I feel like everyone should have a business coach. And I think that business coaching should be one of the first expenses that you invest in your business, right? So when we start our businesses, sometimes people know this and sometimes not, right? So I'll just explain it as if you don't know it. A business is an investment. A business is something that we are constantly putting money in. So I see a lot of people saying, I want grants to start a business. I want loans to start a business. I want to get this funding. I hear so much about all of this business funding that is available. And there's two parts of that. Yes, there is business funding. Yes, with COVID, there's even more business funding. But oftentimes people want to see that you did it on your own before they're willing to invest their money into it. When people and banks make investments into, businesses or whatever they may invest in, they're doing that to generate money. They're doing that to make money. And so if you can't show them that you can make money on your own, they're not just going to jump up, unless they're maybe friends or family, they're not just going to jump to giving you more money when you haven't shown them that you can make money on your own in the first place. So I want to kind of shift the way we're thinking about starting businesses. There is funding available once you have, a product that you can show is viable. Once you have a service that you show that you can provide to different people and that there is a demand for that service, right? So that is the first kind of shift I want you guys to have. Business is an investment. And we have to come out of our own pocket to start up this business, right? And so the best way to save money in your business in the long run is to invest in a business coach as soon as possible, right? So think about it like this. When you go to the grocery store without a list, you start grabbing everything. You start buying everything, right? Because you don't have a list. You don't have a meal plan. You don't know what's for dinner. You might be a little bit hungry. You're just grabbing snacks. You're grabbing meat. Then you get back home and you don't even have things to put together as a meal. You don't have anything to prepare because you didn't adequately plan, right? And so when we don't adequately plan, it means that we start to waste money and we start to waste time. Now our grocery trip took us 2 hours as opposed to if we had come in with a list. We know we're just getting these 7 things on the list. They're going to stretch us and we're going to put them together in 4 different ways and we're going to make 4 different dinners. We come in with a plan. We prepare by taking that grocery trip and now we are able to perform, right? And so if you are new to me, I always say the 3 Ps: plan, prepare, and perform. You want to make sure that you're equally strong in each of these different areas. We want to plan, we want to prepare, and we want to perform, right? And so we don't want to waste money by saying, okay, I want to start this business, but okay, first I want to start with clothes. So I'm going to buy all these vendor lists. I'm going to start to buy a website. I bought a logo. I spent all this money and 6 months from now, I decided that actually I want to do a full service beauty brand. So I don't just want to focus on clothes. I want to focus on the full service. I want to put your outfit together, get your makeup together, and your hair, right? But now I have a logo that's only showing clothes. Now I have a name, I have a brand name that some people are starting to know, but it doesn't encompass everything about my business. So I've wasted money on my logo. I've wasted money on a business plan because I paid someone to write a business plan for me, but it doesn't include any of the extra things that I'm now thinking about. I wasted money on a website because I personally don't know how to change the website. Someone, put up a template for me for $1,500 and I don't know how to go in and do anything with it. So I need a whole new website. And I need new vendors because the vendors that I currently have, they only do clothes. And that's not really the look I'm going for anymore. So now we've invested in vendors, we've invested in websites, we've invested in logos, we've invested in business plans written by other people, but we haven't invested in the strategic plan that we needed to know where we were going, right? We took the trip without the roadmap because the roadmap was too expensive. When we looked at the price of the roadmap, we said, oh no, I can do this on my own. I'm going to figure it out. I'm a pretty smart person. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to get it done. And we, instead of investing in the roadmap that would get us exactly to where we needed to go in a great time and with little to no, wasted money. Of course, we're always going to waste money because we're always going to pivot and change and grow. And that's not really wasting money though. That's investment. And we don't always get a return on our investment. But the wasting part comes when you're just spending and not really having any kind of thoughts or plans behind it, right? So who here has wasted money in their business? Tell me what you've wasted money in your business on. I can say, let me think. For our service-based business, we started out thinking, okay, we're going to do, we were doing the lawn care in the summer, but then it was like, okay, well, what do we want to do in the winter? So we could have easily wasted money on like a snowplow attachment to put on the front of our truck. But I did the research in advance to say, yes, this is Pittsburgh. And sometimes you get 20 feet of snow and sometimes you get no snow. And it actually costs more on your insurance and it's harder to get insured when you start to do snow removal. Snow removal is a dangerous industry, right? And so I would rather say, okay, let's find alternate streams of income in the wintertime when we're not doing the landscape work than to immediately follow after everyone who says, I do landscape and snow removal. That's the easiest thing to do, right? Is to follow after the people who are saying, I do landscape and snow removal, and that just serves me year round. And I could have even listened to my clients who said, well, I want a landscape company that does snow removal because I don't want to have to worry about it. In our first few years, we worked a lot with property management companies. And so they wanted something, a company that was a full service company. Instead of, following the trends that I thought I was seeing, I went and did my own research and found that it wasn't going to be beneficial for us to do that, right? So we've really never done snow removal. So that was good on my part that I was able to go research and figure that out and not waste the money, right? But I decided to put my time in. I invested my time in researching. A lot of times when you're starting a new business, you're still working full time. You don't have more time to give to research, structure, building, all of these things, right? And so that's why you find what is the biggest thing that is holding you back. So that's how you know what kind of business coach to choose. I want you to think about what the biggest thing holding you back right now is. What's the biggest thing holding you back in your business? If your business was, to double, what is the biggest thing that is stopping you? Is it marketing? Is it social media? Is it, do you need a social media manager? Is it digital marketing? Is it selling? Do you get on the call and you don't know how to sell? Do you not know how to close? You can sell, but you can't close the deal. Is it structure? Do you not know how to track the money that's coming in and out of your business? Do you not know, what client ordered this, what client asked for that service? How are you keeping track of all of those things, right? What is, and if you feel comfortable, answer this in the comments. What is the biggest thing holding your business back right now? What can a business coach help you to do? Are you just starting the business? Do you still need to be in the planning stages? Do you need to be in the preparation stages for the growth that you're about to receive? What stage are you in your business? And how can a business coach specifically help you? And so that's the first question that I want you guys to ask yourself. And that's how you determine who you choose as your right now business coach. Right now, things, like I said, you're going to constantly have a business coach. And so think about it like that. It's just your right now coach. Who's going to help you learn to dribble the ball? Who's going to help you learn to shoot the ball? Who's going to help you learn to run? All of these things, right? We need help in different, spaces. Denovian said, working too much and not having the time. And so a lot of times we feel like we don't have enough time, right? But what we really lack is structure and time management. And that's something that I specifically focus on, is getting structured and having good time management, because we have to find the time. And so when I go through my clients' plans and preparations and information, I find them time and I find them money. So a lot of times we have expenses where, and I'm not just talking about, I spend $4 on coffee every day. I'm talking about real expenses. The last VIP day I did, I found my client $800 that she was not realizing that she was spending on fruitless things every month. What could you do in your business with $800? What could you change in your life with an extra $800 a month? That's a whole rent payment. That's a whole, 2-3 car payments. That is new equipment. That is business coaching. That is business developing. That is planning, right? That is time that you can pay yourself so you can take off of work, right? And so I always tell people that we need to figure out how we can pay ourselves so that we don't have to do the things that distract us from our goal, which is our business. Jamie said a solid system for gaining leads and handling them, and time management. Gaining leads is another big thing that people should stop wasting their time trying to figure out and go straight to a business coach. Because business is about generating revenue. It's about making money. And the longer we sit and don't make money, the worse we're kind of doing in business, right? And the more we get frustrated, the more we want to throw the whole business away, the more we're just feeling like something's wrong, right? But honestly, it's not that something's wrong. It's that we need to figure out a great system for gaining those leads. And so, Jamie, if you think about it like this, if you pay someone, a business coach, $500 to $1,000 to give you a solid plan that would gain you leads, how much money would you make from those leads? So if you now have 10 new leads and you're converting 5 of them, then, and you're selling, I'm not sure what your business is, but let's just say you're selling a product for $500 a piece. Now you've just made 5 times 500, 2,500. So you've gotten a great return on that investment. If you spent $1,000 with a business coach to come up with a plan to find great leads, and that's just one lead cycle. But now you have this plan that you can use over and over. And hopefully you find a really great coach that teaches you the why behind things so that you can take the information that they gave you and apply it yourself in the future. So you're like, oh, now I know why they did that. All right, I'm in a little bit of a different place now, but I can still make this work for what I'm doing, right? And so I want you to think about the return on investment that you get from a business coach. I want you to think about what you want your annual revenue to be. How much money do you want to make a year? If you want to make $50,000 in your business in a year, what percent of that should go toward your business developing? So it's like this. If we're building a house, what percent of the money should go to the foundation? It doesn't matter if our house is super pretty, our website's super pretty. It doesn't matter if it has, the newest technology, or we have these super great systems. If we are in a crumbling foundation, if we are in a house that's falling down structurally, it doesn't matter what you have inside of it because it will all fall, right? If our foundation is crumbling, everything will fall, everything will crumble, and we will then be left again with nothing. And so once again, we talk about wasted time and wasted money. A business coach will accelerate you. They will make, the time that you're spending valuable and the money that you're spending valuable. So I do have another meeting after this, but please continue to leave me comments. If you're just tuning in and you have not been introduced to me before, again, I'm Rhonda. I'm the creator and founder of Manifest Success Company. We are a social community organization that focuses on Black women entrepreneurship. We have a co-working space and we do business coaching as well. I will be opening up my book soon, so just stay tuned with me. And feel free to leave your phone number below if you want to get on our text list because they will be the first people to know when I open up my scheduling book. All right, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.